And welcome back to Manchester. I'm the Manc entrepreneur, and in today's video we're going to be chatting about the power of a network. And this stems from the question that I get asked a lot, and that is, how important is it to know other entrepreneurs and other people doing interesting things online, whether it be anything entrepreneurial basically? And the quick answer to that is very. I would say it's very important. Not necessarily in order to do the job that you do, but in order to grow as an entrepreneur, you need to learn from other people who are already out there doing things, doing interesting things, innovating and creating things which didn't exist previously, or doing things differently. Now, I'm really lucky. The business that I run, I get to, my primary audience is entrepreneurs who run e-commerce businesses, and I get to hang out with them. I know how they think and how they work. But in terms of running a purely online business, those guys don't do that. They have physical products which they have to sell, and that's what separates the business that I run from the business that they're running. So what did I do? The answer is I actually joined an online group, and this time last year I was out in the Far East at a conference, and I got to hang out with around 200 fellow entrepreneurs who were all doing something in the online space, and that was amazing. It was a fantastic 2 weeks. I learned so much, and I have a great list of contacts now, which I know if ever I've got a question, I can either pick up my phone or message them, and I'll get an answer back from a fellow entrepreneur, and often they will have been through something similar before, or at least they'll know someone who I should speak to. Again, it's a very close community of people. And also this year I was in Barcelona for another conference, and the same thing, got to hang around with a load of people who were just doing cool things online, who were location independent, time independent, but were still running businesses. So for me, I would say that just being able to hang around with those people has been a huge benefit, because like I said, you learn a lot, but you also, just by sharing a room and sharing ideas with fellow people who think differently to everyone else, it makes you up your game. And that was a big thing for me. So you might be watching this right now and thinking, well, Dave, that's great, but how do I meet these people? And why should I meet? I'm all right on my own. I can do this. My answer to you would be, fine, yes, I get it. I started out I had a business partner who was sort of helped motivate me, and we kept each other going, and we shared, each other's experiences and knowledge. But ultimately, I am a firm believer that you should never, never be the smartest person in the room. Don't take that literally. I'm in a room on my own. I will inevitably be the smartest person. But what that means, breaking it down, is that in your sort of group of your network, you shouldn't be the smartest person in that room. In other words, is there no one in that room that you can learn something from? If the answer is no, then you are in the wrong room, and you need to move. You need to, start networking with people better than you, and that's where you're going to learn from that. It's almost a case of assimilation. You hang around with people who are better than you, more successful than you, then naturally you being around them, it's going to drag you up to their level. And that is a key thing. You need to surround yourself with people who are either more connected, who have more experience, more knowledge. But also, obviously you have to bring something to the party, otherwise then you're not going to be, hanging around with them for very long. So again, networking is crucial in business as an entrepreneur. Don't be the smartest person in the room, and if you are, then you need to find a new room with some new people. And again, you never stop learning, basically. And the key to learning is, again, hanging around with people who are doing similar things to you, or who have been there and done it already, and can impart a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of wisdom to you, so you don't have to make the same mistakes which they've done. You can sort of fast track that, and come across your own, growing problems as you grow. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, yeah, this is all well and good. I can't just get Richard Branson on the phone and ask him a few questions about, what should I do now? Absolutely not. I understand where you're coming from. But on the same understanding, you can't just sit at your desk expecting these people to come to you. You have to go and find them. You have to network with them. And the one way that you can do this is dead easy. The first thing you should do is open up a web browser, type in meetup.com, and then trust me, that website is amazing. That will allow you to quickly put in your location wherever you are in the world, as well as what you're interested in. So it could be entrepreneurship, startup, app development, whatever, online business, CEO, type in any number of those words that are relevant to what it is that you are doing, and type in your location, and all of a sudden you'll see a group of meetups, which are like-minded people like you who are arranging to have a meetup and just discuss ideas. Maybe someone's going to give a talk about what they've been through or what they're currently going through. And trust me, it isn't so much about is there a talk, who's giving it, what's the talk about. It's just walking through that door, being in that room with those like-minded people, going up to them going, hi, I'm Dave, what do you do? It honestly is as simple as that, and that will increase your network incredibly in a short period of time. And these are people who could in time be potential business partners, friends, mentors, anything, but you won't know unless you put yourself out there. So that's it. It's okay. Again, the video yesterday was about taking action, and that is a recurring theme in entrepreneurship. You have to take action. You can't lay back and hope people are going to come to you and opportunities are going to come to you. They're not. You have to go and find them, and you have to be able to be aware of when special people or special opportunities show themselves that you can jump on them. It's as simple as that. So with that said, guys, I will put the link to meetup.com in the description. And yeah, I mean, I know I've been to a couple of meetups in Manchester. There's some in Bristol that my business partner's been to. There's loads in London and around the world. If you want to take it a step further, again, do a Google search, entrepreneur groups, online entrepreneur communities, and you will be surprised how quickly you can find some of these groups. Most of the ones that are worthwhile with the groups online are going to be paid for, and that is for a good reason, and that is to stop the fake entrepreneurs from getting in. Because if you're a real entrepreneur, you will pay to be around like-minded people doing cool things. Meetup.com is great to get started with, but if you'll probably hear about other groups and things from other people in that network, but don't be surprised if you want to join a community or a group online. You will probably have to pay for it. The prices will vary depending on what the offering is from the website or the group. But like I said, that's up to you. If you get to that situation, you think that is something that you're interested in, then go for it. From my experience, it was definitely worthwhile. I met a load of cool people who I'm sure I'll be friends with for a long time, but also not just from the social aspect, but these are people who I would trust their advice. I go to them because I genuinely value their opinion. And when it comes to online entrepreneurial things, there's not that many people that I can say that about in my close circle of friends locally. So that is it. Networking as an entrepreneur is incredibly important. You need to expand and grow your network, be around other people doing cool things online or doing cool things in business, and like I said, don't be the smartest person in the room. Even if you're the only person in the room, have your phone with incredible contacts in it. There we go, got out of that one. So with that said, that is why networking is so important as an entrepreneur. If you have found this video helpful, again, likes, comments, subscribes, all really appreciated. It lets me know that I'm not wasting my time talking to you guys right now and that you found it somewhat useful. Again, any questions, just let me know down below. And with that said, I will see you all in the next video. I'll see you then.